Welcome to AutoCAD tutorials. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the line command in AutoCAD. And before I start, I will have to set up my drawing units. So I type U and select Units. And from this drop-down window, I'm going to select the length type, click on this tiny arrow and choose decimal. On the precision, click on the tiny arrow and choose 0, and on insertion scale, also click on this tiny arrow and choose millimeters. Now on the angle type, I also click on this tiny arrow here and choose decimal degrees, and on precision I also choose 0. Okay, so that will be okay for this setup. I close the window. And again, I have to choose the workspace for this very tutorial. So I move up right here and choose drafting and annotation. Okay. So before I start any drawing in AutoCAD, I'll have to choose any of the commands in the draw panel. So here is the draw panel, and here are the draw commands. And here is the line command, which is one of them. Also, we have a polyline, the circle, the arc, rectangle, the ellipse, and also the hatch commands. They are all in the draw panel. So I'm going to start with the line command now. So I click on line command. Now, when you click on the line command, you'll be prompted to specify the first point. And the first point can be anywhere on this model space. The whole of this is the model space, and this is where the drawing actually takes place. So I'm going to select this very point as the first point. Right. So when I move my cursor to the right, up or down, left or right, you will see that a perfectly straight line is drawn, either horizontally or vertically. You can also see that I have two banners here, one on the top with a blue background, and when I click on the tab key, I can toggle between the top banner and also the banner below, which also has a blue background. Okay, the one on the top measures the length of the line, while the one below also measures the angle at which that line inclines. This is so because the auto mode here on the status bar is switched on. When the auto mode is switched on, the line direction will be restricted to horizontal and vertical positions, as you can see. And when it is switched off, the line and the angle vary as I move the cursor around. Okay, I'm going to switch back again to auto mode to keep the line perfectly horizontal. Now you can see here that the angle at which the line is inclined is 0, and this means that the line is perfectly horizontal. When I move it up, you can also see that the angle by the right on the blue background is at 90 degrees, which also shows that the line is perfectly vertical. So here I'm going to draw a line of length 10. And since the angle is 0, I will enter it to make it a perfect horizontal line. Okay, here I have drawn a line of 10 that is horizontal. Now I'm going to draw another line and make it lie or incline at an angle. So I click on the line command, choose here as the first point. Now I'm going to draw a line, vertical line of 10 again. So I will enter 10 on the right, on the left banner, then toggle to the right to enter the angle you can see that the banner has a blue background and it's showing 90, but I'm going to make this line to incline at an angle 45. So I'll enter 45. Okay, and enter. Now you can see that I have drawn a line of 10 that is lying at an angle of 45 degrees. So I'm going to measure the length of the line and this angle to check if this is actually correct. So I come right here, click on this, and since this line is inclined at an angle, I'm going to measure the length using aligned. So I click on aligned and measure the length of this very line. Okay, you can see that the length is 10. So I'm now going to measure the angle between these two lines as well. So I click on this tiny arrow again. Here I'm going to choose angular because I want to measure the angle. Click on angular and click on these two lines. Okay, you can see that this line is also inclined at an angle of 45 degrees. So I'm now going to draw another line of 10 from this very point. 10, and check the auto mode to keep the line horizontal. So enter a line of 10. Okay. Now I'm going to draw a line and make it snap at every 15 degrees or at any preset angle. So I come down here on the status bar, click on this tiny arrow and choose angle of 15 degrees. And also switch on the polar tracking button, which is this. So it is turned on. Now I'm going to draw a line from this very point and make it snap at every 15 degrees. You can see the long green line projection there, indicating that the angle has been hit. If I click on the tab button to switch to the angle, you can see that it shows 15 degrees. Now if I move the cursor up, the angle again has changed to 30 degrees, which means it has added another 15 degrees. If I move it upward again, it shows 45 degrees, which means it has added another 15 degrees. So I'm going to terminate it right here at 30 degrees. Enter. Okay, so I have now drawn another line that is inclined at angle 45 degrees. You can measure this to see. I use angular to measure the angle. Okay, you can now see that that angle is 30 degrees. Okay, now I'm going to use the line command to draw lines that are vertical, horizontal, and inclined at an angle. So I choose here a height of 5, draw another horizontal line of 5. Now I'm going to draw a line that is inclined at an angle 45 degrees. So on the left I enter 5, click the tab key and enter 45 degrees. Okay, so again I draw another horizontal line of 5, draw a vertical line downwards of 10. Then close up. Okay. Now, when you measure this inclined angle, you also see that it is 45 degrees. Let me measure this. Measure this angle. You can see that this is 45 degrees. So, thank you for watching, and please do subscribe for more of my tutorials.